Okay, here I am back at the convention center. Just walked out of a lecture that was awful. So, I guess 1 out of 25 isn't bad. Okay, I'm going to continue. This one is video number 4 for participants. It was on a lecture I went to yesterday called Web 2.0 Possibilities for Art Education by Melanie Buffington and from Virginia, and Craig Rowland and Robert Sweeney. Okay. They wanted you, and sometimes I think our participants in the program get a little confused. We're an Art Educator 2.0, okay? Just like Web 2.0. 2.0 is like the next version. It's the next step. The internet has gone from being a read-only informational source to a read and write informational source. Just like us art teachers, we've gone from being totally hands-on to hands-on and technical, or you can include art history and criticism and all that. We are the next level, hopefully. Okay, the internet has become a more participatory media, and the themes in participation on the internet, there are 6 themes, 6 C's almost. Collaboration in sites such as Wikipedia, conversation, sites such as Twitter, community like in Facebook, connections like we all know in Illuminate, collective intelligence, something called DIG with 2 G's, and content creation, YouTube, TeacherTube. Okay, Web 2.0 isn't just a thing, it's a state of mind. All right, let's see. In, I guess, a post-digital age, it's not just about the tools, but what we do with the tools. We have this technology. What do we do with it? Okay. Let's see. This Melanie, she presented some really cool images, and I guess there are things on YouTube that I just never bothered to search. But you search things such as art, and on YouTube, and you get latte art, where people have drawn. She showed an example of a bunny face with ears. Okay, and her concern was, yeah, that's cute. Some people may say it's art, but all you're seeing on YouTube is the final product, or a very refined process. You weren't seeing the 50 cups of latte that this lady went through, or whoever went through, to get to making her really, really nice latte art bunny. I don't know. The latte art got millions of hits on YouTube, but an artist such as Kehinde Wiley, who is a bona fide artist, few thousand hits, 2,000 maybe. Okay, amateurs are really taking over the internet. So it begs the question: what is real knowledge? Okay. You search things such as art ed researchers. You don't see Eisner, Efland. You don't see a bunch of other ones. Linda Nochlin. There are a list of names. I mean, you see them, but they don't have hyperlinks. They don't have their own pages. I forget. I'm going to make myself do this. Art ed researchers. There's a whole paragraph of names, but the biggies that you would think about, they don't have their own pages. Okay, this Robert Sweeney, he was from IUP, which was pretty cool. His portion of the program was called Networked Artworks. Okay, his students use collaboration, and he explains it to them. A collaboration is kind of like building a building. The workers build the building, build the actual structure brick by brick, but it's the architect or the owner that get the final credit, okay? As far as networked artworks, okay, LED throwies he talked about at Instructables.com. There's directions online how to make an LED throwy, and maybe it's like Rotoball, I was thinking, although I didn't ask them. Maybe they make these LED throwies and they throw one and it goes across the screen and somebody else catches it and throws it, kind of like the Rotoball. Decentralization, building nothing out of something. All right. For example, Ken Obadaki's Blackness went up for auction on eBay, and I think somebody paid $100 some for it. He was testing what could be sold. Was it a performance? It was all this humor about his blackness. He can laugh at black humor and not feel guilty. It's just stupid stuff. And another network artist was Shelley Jackson, who found people who would volunteer to have, if she's writing a book, and instead of writing a book on paper, she's writing the book on the bodies of participants with tattoos. So each participant has one word tattooed on their body somewhere, and I think they're up to like 1,000 words. That's her artwork. Kind of cool. They're like happenings in the earlier decades, those of us who know our art history, kind of like the happenings, but anonymous and totally decentralized, and without the internet, you wouldn't know about it. So it's pop culture, but it's kind of a sub-pop culture. It's kind of strange. A good presentation. I'm just going to fly right into the next one because this was an excellent presentation. It was called Art or Technology by Kristen Goby and Nate Nottingham, both from Syracuse State University. Okay, they gave me a whole list of web applications for image editing, downloading fonts, color theory, website building, research, hardware, software. So anybody's interested in this, email me, I'll scan it, I'll get it to you, okay? Free sites, not just pay for sites, okay? They have a whole list. If they said for every app you can find something free to get around costs, which is important if you're, on an art budget. Okay. They talked about the low technology, such as Xerox machines, copy machines being used in self-portraits or collaborative work. They did a study, and they found that the use of low technology, the teachers seem to repurpose the tools to explore creativity by making copies or scanners. It seemed to be a good start, but then the progress to things like developing perspective or showing scale just stalled, okay? The practical implications, what do you have? What do you use on a daily basis? What are you comfortable with? Because, like they said, if a teacher's not comfortable with the tool, they're not going to use it. Okay. I'm going to read off a list of some websites here. MakingCurriculumPop.ning. ComicLife.com is free for 30 days. You make your own comic books online. VoiceThread.com. You can, I wish I could read my writing, I'm sorry. It's recordable, that's what I meant, recordable. VoiceThread.com. Vimeo, Vimeo.com, private version of YouTube. Alternative2.com is a free or community sharing to higher price software. That's the website, Alternative2.com. Okay, watercolor. Oh, this was what Nate said. He said if you could put watercolor paper in the copy machine and then take it out, you can get some really nice effects, and the kids can go back, and I don't know if you put water on it or color on it, but I'm going to have to try that. They suggest that when you are being observed, if you know ahead of time, use the technology while your observers are in there, okay? That's a good way to advocate for your program. Order photos, let me see, hint.com. And plan on the technology to fail. What will happen? Unfortunately, this has happened about 3 times at this conference. All right. You can make I Spy still lives using copy machines, things like that. Very, very good session. That was the last session I went to on Friday. So I'm going to stop the tape now and continue with my Saturdays. Thanks.